Welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk French. This week I'm with Steve and with Gbenga.
Come on.
And before we get into it, don't forget to like, follow, share and subscribe. I don't mind who answered this one first, but do you lot think that it's bad? Do you lot think that it's bad parenting to send your child back home? And when I say back home, I mean like the country that you're from.
I don't think it's bad parenting per se. Obviously, it depends from situation to situation, yeah. And also the situation that you're sending your child back home to. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So like, you can send your child back home and he's not got like a healthy support system. No one's really looking after him back there. You just shipped him off to a boarding school. You don't even know what's going on. Do you get me? That would probably be a bad situation for the child, whatever. But like, let's say you feel like London is a bad environment for him. He's getting into gang trouble, all that kind of stuff, innit? Cool, he needs a change of space. Yeah, sending him home might be a good thing for him. Do you get what I'm trying to say? I think you need to understand your child, because sometimes you send him back home and he's going to be just as unruly over there. So it definitely depends on the situation for sure. That's my first instinct, but I wouldn't say it's bad off the bat.
Yeah, even adding on to that, as you said, like in terms of like the child itself, like obviously you actually need to know the child, because obviously some people might react differently to others.
Actually,
so if you send your child back home and he's already in a bad situation in London, he's just going to be the same over there. Even when you bring him back, he might even end up worse. You get what I'm saying? He might actually end up worse still. But more times, I feel like when people actually do send their kids back home, more time realistically, you're probably sending them back to like family that are already there to like probably get them to try and discipline the child a bit better. Do you get what I'm saying? Obviously, maybe there could be possible reasons, like you might not be disciplining them as good as you possibly thought you could have. So obviously they could probably be doing a better job. Do you get what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, me personally, I don't really think is good parenting. Like I would call it lazy parenting, because more times the only possible reason that you can probably send them back for is obviously with the safety, and then maybe education system as well. Obviously the education system in Africa, let's just say it's basically
I think it's better than here.
It's definitely better than London, innit? Those are the two possible reasons. But then again, at the end of the day, I just don't see a real reason for them to actually go back. You know what I'm saying?
that's a fair point. Like, it feels lazy, innit?
Yeah,
it feels lazy. He's like, I ain't trying to deal with this shit right now.
Back there.
Yeah.
That's what I can't lie. Before you lot actually gave a reason, before I thought it was actually bad, but I didn't proper look at it in the safety aspect. Because for me, I feel like for a guy, especially safety, I think safety for me will be the best reason why. I feel like if it's just, I feel like there's a difference here. I feel like if he's just like naughty, I'm not sending him back. If it's like you just said, that it's like there's like gang related, or it's more dangerous, I'd hear it, because I feel like you said, like about knowing your child, and like if your child is just naughty, I feel like as well, like eventually you're gonna grow up. They may be naughty right now because they're like 11 or 12, or like they're 13. They're in that kind of phase. Do you know what I mean? They're gonna grow out of it regardless of where you send them. Because I also feel like there's some kids here where it's like you send them anywhere and they won't listen to who they're talking to. Even if you hit them, they're not going to listen to you. Do you know what I mean? So it's like you can send them back home, they'll come back even angry. And also like someone that like a family friend of mine, he got sent back to Cameroon for like, don't even know how many years. And when he came back, he resents his mum. Yeah. And like he's proper like he didn't even hide it. Like he's proper open. Like, oh, like I don't even care about it. He's saying about it. And like I get why he would say that. It's like I feel like when he sent her back, when she sent him back, it was like you weren't even checking on her anyways. So it's like how else he's gonna feel? Because I feel like if I got sent back, I would just feel like what you like what you said as well. I'll feel like raw. You just couldn't be asked and you just saying that's what it feels like to me.
Another thing as well, I feel like in terms of sending back, I feel like the time that like the age that you send them back as at actually matters as well. Like if you were to send me back at like what 18, innit? You see how the guy that you know that got, I would definitely move like him, because it's like what the hell, like man's a big man, you're sending me back. But if you're sending me back at like 3, 4 when like man's just entered the world, innit? It's like that's just a different environment for me. I might not realize it then because obviously I'm still young. Do you know what I'm saying? So I might not take in everything at that moment. Maybe later on in life, innit? But at that moment when you've actually sent me back, I'm not gonna take in like why are you sending me back and all that. I'm not gonna question the decision. You get what I'm saying?
What about if it was like in secondary school, like before GCSEs?
Yeah, before GCSE, that's another. Yeah, I feel like in society today, I'll definitely react differently. Do you know what I'm saying? Primary school, maybe Nah, like
Calm.
you haven't really got to say, have you? Do you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
What can you say?
You can't say anything
regardless.
still. You're going regardless.
Damn.
So yeah.
Yeah, like going at like 13, 14, I feel like you're already starting to develop a character, a personality.
Yeah.
Like you have your set friends kind of, innit? You're what, year 8, year 9, that kind of vibe. Just getting uprooted for where you're used to another country.
Yeah.
That must be a crazy experience. Like, you see what you're saying about your family friend who like came back resenting his mum. Like, I've seen like another side of it. It's not like, oh cool, I hate my mum, but like, cool, you sent me back and I lived wherever in Africa for like 3-4 years. I'm used to doing things on my own now. Do you get what I'm trying to say? I'm gonna come back. You're expecting me to call you when I'm coming home and I'm not used to that anymore. Do you get what I'm trying to say? I was independent over there. I'm come back here now. We can't do the whole mother and son thing the way you traditionally. Do you get me what I'm trying to say? So there's definitely pros and cons. I feel like parents are too quick to make that decision.
No word.
Way too quick to make that decision.
Once they make that decision, they're not going back on it.
I swear it's crazy.
They're not going back on
it's
it.
crazy. So yeah, it's techie. It's techie.
And I feel like obviously I can only speak in Cameroon going back in it. Like for me, if I'm going back to Cameroon, you're boy in it. And the reason I'm saying you're boy in it is because when my dad, like my mum in Cameroon, she's from the nice area of Cameroon, like the nice side. Like if I was to compare it, I'd probably compare it. Like,
So,
I'd probably.
You're good.
I'd probably compare it to like.
Well, like the nice sides, probably like a Chelsea or
Yeah,
something
like she's from like Chelsea.
Like Chelsea. And
My
then
dad-
that's like from like Peckham.
For
Back in
me,
the day, prime Peckham. That's what you from. So you're gonna send me there, and it's like for what?
No,
Do you know what I mean? I don't want to go back there.
Do you know what it is? Yeah, another thing that I would say is like, in terms of sending me back, let's say I'm somebody that's never really gone back home to my country. I feel like that will be a big decision because it's like, how the hell are you sending me back here when I've never really gone back there? Whereas somebody else that's probably gone back to, because I'm from Cameroon, innit? Someone that's probably gone back to Cameroon like frequently, like obviously I've been there like what 4 or 5 times. If you sent me back, let's say I actually enjoy going back in it, I'm not really going to see it as a big deal because I like
being there.
I like being there. Do you get what I'm saying? Whereas somebody that's never really been there is that's gonna be a hard pill to swallow. Do you get what I'm saying?
And London's not the same as.
London's not the same as
It's
back
not the
home
same.
still.
What about for you? Like,
going back to Nige. Yeah, it would be crazy. It'd be crazy. Not because like Nige is not as developed as London, whatever. But I just feel like there's structures in place here, innit? So like there's healthcare, there's education. Man has a set routine. Like if I go back to Nige now, or not now, but like let's say I was like 13, 14, like the lifestyle is completely different. Like the lifestyle is complete. I don't know if I could firm, but the only thing I'm thinking of now is the pros, like education. I'm thinking, I could have
It's a big pro.
Yeah, I could have but like there's no opportunities. But would it be the end of the world if I went back to Nige at 13? I don't know. You know, there's definitely I'm deep in some pros. There's like cool. Like I went to Nige recently, and I saw my cousins that are my age. They're so independent and so mature. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like they handle their business. Do you get what I'm trying to say? There's things that they know how to do, and it's not the same for London youths. Do you get me? Like we have a lot of things handled for us. Realistically speaking, we have a lot of things handled for us, whereas it's not the same over there. So if I went 13, 14 and then got the education and came back here, it could be different. There could be pros.
I was even thinking though, like a possible reason. Let's say at cool, you was put in a sticky circumstance where you as a parent, innit, obviously you've got many kids, but obviously you started off living off in the household with, let's say, your husband. Obviously, a slight circumstance happens where your husband just literally vanished, left. So it's just you literally with your many kids. Like you've got about like 6 kids. Obviously, at the time you was able to handle it with your husband. But now that your husband is gone, you can't really handle all these responsibilities because 6 kids might be a bit too much for you. Do you know what I'm saying? Would you say like, let's say sending like 2 of them back home whilst they're still young is a good idea for the parent? Do you know what I'm saying? Like the father's not involved, like he's just gone at all. You're just left with the 6 kids, and you know yourself is too much for you. Like it could possibly lead you to like a future circumstance where you might end up in depression or something like that. Do you know what I'm saying?
Am I living? So is this when I have like my immediate family in this country, or do I have no one here? Because I'm looking at it like, do I have my sister in this country still, or do I have no one?
You still got your siblings, innit? You still got your siblings.
I'm not even gonna count. If I had my siblings here, I'd probably ask
them to
help. I wouldn't send it to my parents. Obviously, I feel like they've done their job raising me already.
Definitely.
That's too much of them. I probably. Cause then for me, I'm looking at it like, let's say I send 2 out of 6 away, and they come back whenever they come back. For me, it will feel like, why didn't you send the other 4? Why did you only send them 2? And I feel like the kids may feel like, oh, you don't not love us the same, but it's like, why were we the 2 that were sent away from you, but then them 4 were here with you?
The only reason why I say that is because obviously, not me personally, innit, but obviously in my family, there's been like a similar situation where obviously my younger sisters were sent to Cameroon for like a small period of time, innit? Only because during that period of time, it was kind of like techie for my mum, do you get what I'm saying? But like, just that, I can't lie, it might, like, I feel like low-key that's kind of like beneficial for the parent, because it's like, that time that obviously you don't have to like really like look after the kid could actually give you that sense of like, alright, cool, let me like quickly get back to where I was before, do you get what I'm saying? And then obviously once I've patterned, I can bring them back, do you get what I'm saying? That's why I obviously made that point.
Were your sisters mad young?
Yeah, they were mad young at the time. That's why I said, that's why I made that point.
Yeah.
So
like,
they wouldn't really deep.
yeah, they wouldn't really deep it like that.
No,
do you
it
get what I'm
makes
saying?
sense.
Whereas if you're trying to send me back at secondary school, I'm obviously gonna have something to say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that's very.
But
Yeah.
like,
that
whilst
makes more
in
sense
primary
to me,
school, whilst I'm still like 3 or 4, it's like,
Man can do a young 3 years.
man could do a young
Yeah,
3 years. You know what I'm
come
saying?
back.
It's nothing
And
still.
the real family as well. When it's
Yeah,
not
the whole
like you're
family
not
did as well.
being-
Yeah. So yeah.
It makes sense. It's tough, and I feel like, yeah, you have to kind of look at it from the parent's perspective as well. Innit? There's only so much they can handle. You know, like how we're talking about our lazy parenting. Sometimes the youth who's moving crazy is too much for mumsy. I swear down, it's too much.
There's too much still.
There's nothing she
Too
can
much.
do. Like, she's at her wit's end, innit? So she's like, cool, there's no other option. Do you get me? So if you have, that's the thing, like some kids are like just crazy unruly. Like, I've seen the example where there's one family friend on the crazy badness, like single mom on crazy badness. He's not listening to anyone in the family. Like, the family will come around, will sit him down, and then da-da-da-da-da. Like, it's just not gonna work. So they sent him back. He was older than me, so this was me looking at this from a young perspective. He was a lot older than me at the time. I was thinking, why is he so bad? Like, why is he so bad? Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? So I was just, obviously he went back for years, and he was already like 13, 14 when they sent him back. He went back for years, at least 5. So he was like, I think he was 19 when he came back, but he came back crazy patterned. Crazy patterned, like,
That's what I'm saying. It depends on the actual person themselves.
Yeah.
Because somebody could have been in that same situation.
Yeah.
After 5 years, they could have even came back even
worse.
crazier.
Yeah. And it's not like 19's a grown up.
Yeah.
It's not like 19's a grown up, innit? You can come back 19 and still be on some crazy badness. So yes, it depends on the situation. You have to know your child at the end of the day.
Literally.
So would you say obviously not the situation about what you gave, but like a different situation? Would you send your daughter back home? Because obviously the whole thing about like the like them getting in that trouble and that safety. I feel like, not saying that's not for girls too, but like that's more
For guys.
I don't think.
I don't.
For me, there's no like. For me,
What's
there's
the
no
reason
reason why
sending
I'll
your
get
I hear it.
Why you sending your daughter? Like,
No
what?
reason.
Apart from like, it's just too much for you. There's too many kids around. That's the only other reason.
Yeah, there's
But
nothing.
like, hey, she's just naughty, innit?
Now that you say that, now that I deep it, like, for majority of the people that I know that have been
Send
shipped
back.
out personally, they're mostly
boys.
mostly guys. I've never really heard a story where a girl
girl's
has
getting
been
shipped.
shipped back.
Like, I'm
It
sure some
actually
girls
makes
do,
sense.
but I've never heard.
Do you know what?
Yeah,
It's kind of mad as well. It just feels like girls don't need much upbringing, so it looks like they just. Hold on. Wait. No, but it's not. I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm just saying, like, girls just like, I just feel like there's not much of a eye on them to like bring them up, and I don't think it's necessarily a good thing. I feel like girls just like, they're just patterned from early. I don't know. There's more of a like you need to be like this. Like, a boy just needs to be on the right straight and narrow.
I feel like with a guy, I feel like we're more like stubborn with it, kind of.
Yeah,
compared
like,
to like.
I just can't think of an example
I'm
where
trying to think of one as well. I can.
she's just way too unruly. I don't know. I don't know. I don't see it.
No, because the thing is, even like girls that are bad and whatnot,
Yeah.
like, and even like fam,
I
it's
feel
never,
like no,
It's
even-
rare.
It's not.
it's
as
rare.
So rare.
I feel like the only kind of situation that a girl could possibly be bad in is like, in terms of like her environment. Let's say she's just chilling with bare gang members, isn't it? And she's just on what they're on. Like, robbing shops, stealing, like robbing houses and that.
Has to be.
Like that's the only possible reason.
Actually,
you know what I'm saying?
I think the only time where I don't even like talking about Terrence stuff here, but I feel like the only way she could probably need the safety thing is if she's like a setup chick.
Yeah.
When she gets caught. That's the difference.
Yeah.
Now we're talking something different. You need to go.
No.
You know what I'm saying? No, because aside from that, because
You need to go.
me being a girl as well, even when like, for example, when like guys have their problems and beef and that, it's not like when girls have their beef.
No,
like,
definitely.
Yeah, it's different.
Not to be insensitive, like with guys, lives get lost.
Yeah.
With girls, I don't really hear.
It's not the same.
Stabbed to death. I don't.
It's not the same. It's not the same. And when that does happen, it's crazy.
It's very
rare.
rare.
It's
That's
crazy
happened.
rare.
Do
It's
you know what I mean?
crazy
So it's
rare.
like, even a girl being, it can just be like, you know how you said about how the girl upbringing is a little bit thingy.
Yeah.
Maybe there's some girls are bad. I'm just saying for like an example. Maybe it could just be just them acting out because like raw, they don't have attention at home. Maybe.
Yeah,
because
that's
maybe
the thing.
like the boys are getting more things.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Attention.
But as a girl, you personally speaking,
Sorry.
yeah. Why are you laughing?
That point made me laugh. That's right.
No, it's funny because I feel like I don't know, just in my head, yeah. I just feel like the way a girl's brought up and the way a guy's brought up is just different.
Yeah,
it's crazy different. I don't know. How do you feel like as a girl? Like, do you feel like there was apart from academic pressure, was there like a strict eye on you?
Do you know what I said? No. Do you know? Cool. I'll even
Go on,
Karen.
When you say strict eye, I wouldn't say strict. Do you know what my thing is as well? They're not just strict eye. I'm the middle child as well, innit?
Okay.
But the way my sister is, my brother are like obviously we're all very similar. But like Audrey had like my sister had like a little phase, whatever, like the whole whatever phase. My brother's in it. I've always just been, even though I'm bubbly and that, I've always just done my thing. So I don't need my parents telling me to do anything. I've always just
done your own thing.
my own thing. But in terms of like the brought up thing, apart from that academics, probably just stuff like the cleaning stuff, cooking, like the boys stuff. Like I don't really get nothing like that. Do you know what I mean? So I don't think I'm the best girl
to use as the example.
Because even me as a gender, I'm always, even till now, like I'm just in my own thing. Like I just do my own thing.
Fair enough.
No, what I was gonna say is the reason why you might not be able to see it is because obviously your brother's kind of young. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. So I feel like obviously with me, I've got my brother, and then obviously my sister's like probably like a few years younger than us, innit? Like 5 years, innit? So obviously when we was growing up, more eyes were on her compared to us, innit? Like the eyes wasn't really on us. Like my mum would be like to my sister, "Oh, make sure you're cleaning the house, make sure you're cleaning the place." Whereas with me and my brother, she was kind of like lenient with us. You get what I'm saying? Like we had our pain from early when my sisters weren't here. Like we was getting the knocks on our head and all of that stuff there. Do you know what I'm saying? But obviously now it's more like for my sisters and that, she'll be like to them, "Oh, like make sure you're doing this, make sure you're doing that." Obviously, and then with us, it's just like we're just calm, like we can do what we want. You get what I'm saying? So, in terms of the girls, in terms of their upbringing, more eyes on them compared to like guys.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to think with my little brother, but I don't know because what size is it?
I feel like
with
now,
him, for him at home, it's just football stuff and school and like little stuff like tidying up your bedroom, doing your bed and stuff like that. Because I don't know.
You know what it is? I feel like nowadays as well. Yeah, I feel like because most of our parents, innit, obviously most of the kids are like older. Like we're not old, innit. I feel like we're not babies no more. So I feel like with the younger ones, they're kind of lenient on them compared they get live compared to the way the way we had it back in the day. Like we had it tough compared to them.
What I always say about that is, so there's a 10-year gap between me and my little sister. So it was me and my big sister, and then my mum didn't have no kids for 10 years, and then she had two little ones. She had two little girls. But I feel like when...
You're the only boy?
Yeah, I'm the only boy. I'm the only boy, yeah. So I feel like when your parents had like us, like the older ones, they were just figuring it out, innit? So they were hella strict. We're not trying to get this wrong. And then obviously now they've done the practice. They've realized they don't need to be on you. Do you get it? So like now they're more lenient with the kids because they know it's not that deep. Do you get me? You can go to the sleepover. It's all right. It's all right. Back in the day, you couldn't go. When my sister said, I came home from school one day. My sister packed her bag. I said, "Where you going?" She said, "Sleepover." I said, "Who did you tell though?" Who did you tell though? She said, "Mum." I was like, "Oh, mum." Like what? I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. It was crazy.
No, it's different still.
Yeah. Different lifestyle.
Because that's like my sister. She and my little brother have 11-year difference. Like, similar to it's like Because she'll even be like, who's he talking to?
Yeah.
Because obviously, like,
It's
he'll
mad.
be talking to, like, my dad, yeah. It'll be, like, football talking, gets heated.
Yeah.
He'll be like, Dad, I'm talking, man. I'm just like, right, they know like me, like, in the day. Long day, like, but obviously, but again, them lot are mad close. But my thing is, like, but what I do like about my parents, well, but like you said as well about getting them right, yeah, it's like, what I see my little brother as well with them, yeah, it's like, I can't, it's like, it's their child yet, but I see that they actually respect him. So when he says certain stuff here, they take it in. When he's annoyed about something, they actually deep it. Like before, you know, our parents can be like, "Oh, it's my way." With him, it's like, "Okay, why are you upset or something?" Like they actually,
that's good.
They take a lot.
That's good.
And I've seen it with both my parents because obviously when Audrey, my sister, that's my sister, guys, when she was like probably trying to express herself, she was younger. Maybe around his age, and obviously because I've always just been there for both of them.
You can see
I've just seen everything. When it's been with her and she was expressing herself, it's like they're like, "Why talking back to me for? It's their way." But with my little brother, it's like
they're trying to take it in.
Like, do you know what I mean? And I'm just like, it's not gonna get hit. Or nothing. Like,
it's different still.
It's mad.
But yeah, that's the thing. The parenting ain't easy at all. Like, I feel like we always have. Obviously, based on our upbringings, whatever, we have things to say about the way our parents brought us up, innit? But at the end of the day, more time they were figuring it out themselves at that time, innit? So have to be a bit lenient with them as well.
And I feel like even as I'm growing up, like you said, it's not about as I'm growing up, I'm kind of realizing that actually there's people as well.
Yeah.
Like I deeped it, like the my mum and dad, but like they actually
there's people.
Because when I think the age that my parents are kids, they were like in the early 20s, innit? So I'm like, I'm 21 now.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine in
2, 3 years having
I'm there doing what you lot would like. You know what actually figure, and what makes it even worse is that you lot come from another country to this country to do it as well. Like a lot of my family live back home minutes. So it's like they were just doing this with themselves. So it's like do you get it? It's actually,
not like,
when I look at it like that, it's actually kind of mad.
It's not like at all. Especially I'm 23. Yeah, I think my mum had me when she was 23. So I couldn't even imagine and then what you're saying about moving to another country.
It's crazy.
So I was thinking so if you was to have kids, would you send them back to that country for whatever reason?
I don't want to say no. It wouldn't be my instinct for sure. I would definitely try my best. It would be the last. It probably, but I don't want to rule it out. Big man saying I don't want to rule it out. I don't want to rule it out because I've seen it work.
Do you know why I'm saying no? But I get what you're saying. So I'm them not saying no. But the reason why I would say no is because when my parents were sending back home, they actually grew up there. I actually grew up here. So my thing is like, my parents can vouch for what it's like being back home. I can tell you what it's like living in London. Even though I'm Cameroonian, I don't say I'm from London, but I'm Cameroonian, but I'm born here. I can't tell my child what school's like back home, the day-to-day life.
Okay, maybe that's why we see it different, because I was born in Niger. And I grew up in I grew up in Niger. I think when I was 7.
You came in when you were 7?
Yeah.
So that means you'll be like if you got sent back home, it'll be calm.
Yeah, it would be alright still. I think that's probably why we see it differently. That's probably why we see it. Fair enough. That's a good point to make.
That's different then. I understand why you wouldn't rule it out. So I feel like for me, and I don't go Cameroon. I go there, but I don't go there. I be in the minutes and it's like I'm not even
in touch like that.
Like I should.
I get you.
I was thinking of a question about
to France though.
You could do France.
Yeah, someone could to France.
Would you? Like, because I can't lie to you.
France is air, mate.
Do you know what it is? The only reason why it's not as glamorous as it seems is because I know like my siblings have lived in France for a year. Do you know what I'm saying? But the lifestyle is completely different to the way in London. Like in France, you gotta be stable and actually have your shit pattern if you want to actually go back there. Because starting a new life there, like you're gonna start from rock bottom. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's gonna take a lot to get to the top. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, why would you leave everything that you have here to go start a new life over there? Do you get what I'm saying? But if you've got everything patterned, then by all means you can go.
They've got a good education system as well over there.
Do you know what I like about? I know France do it, and I think they do it back home as well. Do you know what I like? And it might sound like I'm being a prick, but I like the whole thing where they hold you back.
That they do.
I
think
they do that.
That's
if that in this country, it will be different. I feel like people are too comfortable with the education.
They're so comfortable.
The education
over
system is
here,
lax.
you can do what you want here, but I'm going to year 10 anyways. It's
words.
More time you can reach year 13 by just gliding.
You can just say
you can glide.
Even in, let's say your AS or whatever you're doing, like or be like you're staying college in year 12, you just like it's just
what you can glide.
Is that over here?
What?
Is that over here? they always give you like another chance.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
compared to
that's
there,
nice.
if you fail,
You
my
fail.
guy, you're not going nowhere. You're not going
staying in
nowhere.
that
You're
same
staying
lane,
right
not
there,
pushing.
bro. Nah, they give you so many chances in this
And I
country.
feel like that in itself is even an incentive to just do good in school with that fam. Because my thing is, like the
Don't
way
wanna get
I
left
wouldn't want to.
behind.
I would want to be like in year 11 and my friends are in year 9.
Yeah, that's mad.
Well, I would want to be in year 9
I
and
can't like
then
that.
year 11.
On the pride thing,
On the pride,
I'm not
I
gonna
have
have
to
that
pass.
still. I have to pass still.
Even if it's a scrape, I have to pass. Over here, you can do what you want. You're gonna go regardless.
You're
If
gonna
you
bust
take year
it.
13, you
You're
can
gonna
go all
bust
the
it.
way. Back home,
It's true.
that's what I'm trying to say.
I feel like low key, that's kind of why I feel like this country compared to other countries is kind of like regressing in a way. Like, I feel like other countries are doing better than what this country is
country
doing.
is.
Do you know
I
what I'm
think a
saying?
lot of people in this country take things for granted.
Yeah.
We take a lot.
But
of
do you know what
things
it
for
is?
granted.
Even though we take things for granted, I feel like a lot of people in this country actually have potential.
They don't use everything.
But they don't.
But different question, yeah. Do you lot of this speaking about home and everything? Do you lot think we're gonna be very different from? Because obviously, but it's different. No, even though you're born in Nigeria, you basically
I've lived there more
lived
time.
more
Yeah,
time,
I've lived
innit?
here more than I lived there.
So, do you think like our gen are gonna keep some of the same things as our parents did? So, like for example, what's it called in English? You know, like La Réunion. What's that in English?
Like meetings, like family meetings,
Family
like every
meetings.
single
Like
month.
every
and that.
month, we do like some like family or like aunties or uncles and like stuff like that. Stuff like.
No.
Do you think? But why do you think we're not going to do certain stuff like that, like our parents did?
Hey, London's on a individualistic. That's the vibe of Britain. I don't see it happening, bro.
No, I feel like it's the only reason why I don't see it happening is because I don't feel like a lot of people are as disciplined. Like us now, we're not as disciplined as our parents were. Do you know what I'm saying? They were disciplined. Like, let's say, for example, moving on from like the family meetings. Let's say for church, for example, innit? Parents. If you're going to church, you're going
You're
there
on time.
every single Sunday.
every Sunday. No,
Us
you're
lot,
there.
There's no
us lot-
halfway.
No, I
That's
feel
very
like
true.
us lot, there might be some Sundays that we will miss in it for whatever reason.
Yeah.
I don't feel like it will be an every Sunday thing, like compared to like what our parents used to be doing back in the day. That's the only reason why I'll say that. Yeah,
That's so interesting.
I think a lot of people our age as well, like the whole community thing is a bit. Like, I don't think it's like, even though like we may know a lot, like for example, like about the whole meat, your parents do that as well, innit?
Yeah.
Like with that, like a lot of my childhood memories is
It's
on the
from the-
weekend. is that
word,
stuff.
word,
And it's
yeah,
like
word.
some of them they put like money into
Yeah, so
money into it.
I don't see us doing that. There's no way. Even the whole like, oh, I need help.
Yeah.
People are not too quick to ask for help.
true.
I feel like in our community, everyone's kind of like divided. Like everyone, like, as you said earlier on, like everyone's on their individual. Like they only care about it's like every man for themselves.
Every
basically.
man for themselves,
Every
bro.
man for
It's
themselves.
crazy.
Still.
I feel like before, like our parents, they were proper like.
It was a group. It was a unit. Yeah.
Even like let's say like there's like a hall party or like just like someone's first birthday. Do you know how many aunties in the kitchen or how many aunties are coming in?
Yeah, everyone's-
and they brought and they're not asking to be paid for it. They're bringing everything in and they're doing whatnot.
That even what's it called? That even links back to like the point that I made earlier on. That's kind of why I feel like other countries are doing better than our country, because it's like in other countries stuff like this is probably still going on, even with obviously people are here. They're probably still doing that back there. Whereas over here, everyone's just trying to fuck it thing.
I can't imagine like me, my cousins linking up once a month.
No, yeah,
I can't even imagine that. I can't even imagine that to talk about how's things going in the family and like what's going on with your son? Does he need help? And what?
I can't
There's no.
imagine that.
I can't see it happening at all. I don't think it's a good thing though.
Yeah, it's not a good thing. Do you feel like that comes down to like the environment that we live in? Like, do you feel like that's just the way we are?
I think it might be a Britain thing.
Yeah, I think it
It
might
has to
be
be a Britain thing.
definitely a UK thing.
It can't be how. Do you know what I'm saying? It has to be a Britain thing because if when we growing up, it's all we've seen.
Yeah.
It should be something we want to do.
That's
but
what I'm
because
saying.
of where we are,
Yeah.
we just don't see it. Because
Yeah,
realistically, we should be doing that.
Yeah,
I can't. Like I said, I can't see myself
yeah, I don't see myself doing
doing
it
that.
either.
With just
I feel like the only way you possibly see me there or doing something like that or like being involved is if somebody else in my family was to do
Doing
it.
it.
Do you know what I'm saying? But me personally, I don't think I'll be the one to like set up everything. Do you know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
As
you
mad
do it
as
with
it
friends.
I thought, you know what's so funny, yeah?
question, though.
You know what's so funny? Even though I feel like I might, I had a conversation. I had a conversation with my barber the other day, like literally a couple of months ago, like before I travelled, didn't it? he's like in his 30s, like late 20s, 30s, isn't it? He literally showed me like, bro, like your holiday, all your holidays that you're doing with your man is good, innit? Because the older you get, the less time you actually spend with your guys. You get what I'm saying? So you better take your opportunities from now, because as you get older, before you know it, you're barely seeing your friends. Like you're focused on your family and your work and that. You know what I'm saying? So you better take this opportunity as it lasts. And like whilst it lasts, sorry.
That's why my dad, cause even my dad the other day, he had the meeting thing at his house, and like fam, like he actually enjoys that 1 month, that one Saturday of the month, just being with his
with his people.
His one is like, it's not just his, it's like they all like, some of them they came together at the same time, so they're just always together.
Yeah.
So I can imagine why it makes him so happy just to be.
Yeah,
I'm like, it can get, because when I look at it as well, like it's a lot, like you're with the family every time. But sometimes it's chill and be with your friends. It's literally nice just kicking back sometimes.
No, but then again, it's like more times with your dad and that, it's like their generation is different, innit? So it's like, of course, like that's something that they're probably going to be doing now. But like in terms of us, I don't know, you know.
With the man,
I don't know. Still, I feel like we're just more. Like, I feel like a lot of us are just focused on ourselves, you know. I feel like we're just majority. I
don't know. We're not built to like kind of share that side of it. Let's say like you're struggling with something, like the mindset is, or the instinct is, alright, bro, you need to like get your head down and fix this,
like by yourself.
That's literally more time you can just reach. I don't know. Even saying it doesn't even sound right. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Even saying it doesn't even sound right.
Even when I hear like a lot of things, like there are these people that they'll come out and talk about like what they went through, and it's just like they were going through some mad stuff.
Nobody knew.
And it's like they know they could have asked someone, but like you said, just inside, it's like, why I can't ask someone for help, and it's like, I feel like that's what we're here for, though, to help.
Do you know what it is? The way we're explaining it, it's just like everyone just sounds mad depressed. It's mad. Like,
it's true.
It's actually mad upsetting still. I can't lie.
Like I hope we kind of grow out of that.
Yeah, man.
I don't know. I think
it'll be easy. Like I feel like, do you know what it is? I feel like, not to be again even more depressing, but I feel like going through things alone is only so much you can take.
Until you have to like reach out to someone, innit?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Do you know what it is? I feel like an important step to take in that direction is like, even if like, don't wait till you're on your knees, you get me? Before you reach out to your brethren, like, make it more of a culture, like just to say what you're going through. I guess that might help, and always just make sure that you let your brethren know that they can speak to you.
Even it's just as all you can do is literally just say something little. Like it doesn't need to be too much, but just make your friends alert, like or aware, like this is it could be an issue. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like, you don't need to go full in depth at
that moment. Just you're right.
Make them aware that like
it's kind of brazy,
there's something popping up. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's kind of brazy, but hopefully I get it sorted.
Hopefully you get it sorted still. So
and
like
that
the
way
second or
aware.
third time that they hear it, they're like, cool, this guy's actually going through it. Like, where, like, how can I possibly help him? Do you know what I'm saying?
An example, so let's say you were like, because there's certain things that you can't build up with. Let's say I just say, bro, I've lost my job. There's I didn't know I'm going to lose my job. I couldn't lose my job. So maybe it's like,
what about
I've lost my job.
I've got an example. Cool. Let's say you're in a relationship, innit? Long-term relationship. Could be let's just say girlfriend for now, innit? Or like wife or whatever. You lot have been going up for 5-6 years, innit? Obviously everyone knows, innit? But they don't know your personal business. They don't know what's really going on within the relationship, innit? So it's like, obviously you're chatting to the man them or whatnot, you've obviously, I don't know, but obviously you're down that you lot have obviously split up, innit? Like you're obviously feeling upset or whatnot, but obviously the man them don't know that you've split up. Do you know what I'm saying? You can bring up something as small, like, oh, you know, my wife or my girl is pissing me off today, or she's done something like this today. Do you know what I'm saying? Just to make them aware that cool, there could be potential issues going on in your relationship, innit? But at that moment, it doesn't really seem that deep, innit? The more they actually bring it up, like maybe on the third or fourth occasion, it's like, oh shit, like this is a repetitive thing. Do you get what I'm saying?
But there's like, you see, with things like that, there's the whole element of like, another man can't tell me how to handle my business, and I feel like us as youths have that element to us as well. So I feel like that's another thing we need to unlearn before a man can say, me and my missus are having issues. He needs to be ready to hear advice from the man then.
No, it's true. That's another thing, because I feel like a lot of man them pride and ego is one of our biggest downfalls, you know.
This
is for the lads.
Pride and
I'm just
ego
sitting down.
is one of our biggest downfalls. Like,
it's not
you
still.
think I'm telling someone about something,
Yeah.
and you're trying to give me advice. Like, what better do you know than me, fam?
Yeah, but this is what I like about us girls, yeah. Like, no matter how bad me and my friends, no matter how embarrassing something,
You will say it.
Yeah.
That's where we're different,
That's
yeah. Like
true.
for us, yeah, because I think we're starting to learn that you can never say it will never be me. As girls, we're starting to learn that. So
Because
it's like,
it
we'll just
definitely
tell
could,
you,
innit?
bro, imagine this guy done this to me. What? Do you know what I mean? Like, we're not really embarrassed to say, bro, this was.
It's not the same for the guys. So.
But this is what I see a lot in movies, yeah. And this is obviously, I don't think our parents did it, but would you guys want to do, like, be undoing this year? Couple trips.
What?
I want to do that.
What's that?
Couple trips.
Couple trips. Yeah,
Like,
I'll definitely do that.
Once a year.
Yeah,
definitely.
I'd be on that. But I'd have to like my brethren's missus though. She'd have to be good vibes.
Oh wait, you know, I was thinking, I don't know why this guy. I thought it was just me and my partner. So
No,
the
no,
man
no.
didn't like
Yeah.
I'll definitely do it still.
Yeah.
But yeah, go.
She has to be good vibes.
She has to be good vibes still. Like, no, I can't be going on a trip with your girl, but she's like someone that doesn't really speak. Like, she just keeps herself to herself. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, gotta be a vibesy holiday.
vibe.
Gotta be
good
vibesy.
vibes.
Do you know what? I couldn't go on I would do it, but do you know what? I couldn't do it with
Why?
a couple that's always in problem.
Yeah.
If everyone's trying to be like, even if you've got problems, you obviously leave it at home and enjoy it.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't want to be on the couples trip and
You gotta
going
beef
at
him.
it, like from the airplane
like,
to the.
I feel like that low key, like if you see one relationship going at it, it'll kind of like
Bad vibes.
Yeah.
kind of like multiply. It might even affect your own
long term.
relationship,
I
like,
swear, we
down,
were stable
like,
before the
stable.
the holiday.
Nah, man, it's crazy.
So even
Still,
when I watch movies, yeah, and like, you know how like normally the guys will have the converse and the girls will have the converse, and then it can even actually, yeah, sometimes with you boys, yeah, sometimes you lot listen to your friends too much, yeah, because it could even be a thing, yeah, where like the guy would be like, oh, does your girl do this? And then you'll be like,
I'm dead.
bro, not really. And then now you're gonna come to that problem with me. I feel like that's the reason why I'm not really. That's the only thing that would put me off. But I would definitely do it.
No, that's a vibe. That's a like. There's little things that are like happening now as I'm getting older. That's this is a proper adult thing to do, innit?
Or like what?
Like, cool. I don't know. So yesterday, my brethren, she had a bake sale for a charity, and then she just wanted to organize a football match.
Yeah.
So I had my brethrens, and then there's another guy. He brought his brethrens, and they were like older men.
Okay.
And it was just like there was just adults there, innit? Yeah, it just felt like an adult thing to do. We played football with some old men, not old men, but like they were like 25, innit? 25, 26, whatever, innit? And then obviously you man them are paying for cakes and stuff like for a good cause, innit?
Yeah.
And it just felt like a proper adult thing to do. Do you get what I'm
On
trying
top
to
of
say?
that, is like positive as well.
Positive energy, like it was
energy
good,
as well.
man. It was good. It was a good. It was a good
I
feeling.
hear it
So
still.
it was a good feeling.
I don't really know. I don't think I've done anything grown up like that yet.
Yeah, me now, but I still feel like got a couple of years left, man. Got a couple.
How old are you guys? How old? I know.
21. Yeah, so I've probably like, because I've just finished uni as well, innit? I feel like now that I've finished uni, even you as well, because you just started the corporate lifestyle, we might now see it more. Do you get what I'm saying?
Work like makes you mature very quickly, just based on the fact that you're around
Like
older people
Yeah,
and the amount
yeah.
of responsibility you have to take.
I feel like
Yeah.
at uni you're kind of still around people that are
same age, similar age, yeah.
So it's like
And
we're
it's-
all doing the same thing. Do you know what I'm saying?
Anything goes wrong with like your work, it's on your head, innit?
Yeah,
Do you get what I'm trying to say? That makes you mature. That makes you
And that
mature.
was really quick. Like obviously for my first week here, I worked like I feel like I was still stuck in the school mentality. Like I was asking like, oh, do you mind if I go to toilet quickly? And
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
do you know if you got like, that's what I
yeah.
think. Or like I would like, you know how like in school now you ask these little questions.
It doesn't prep
I'm
you,
now
I don't
learning
think.
that like I don't have to ask anything. I
Yeah.
can do what I want.
And do you know what? Like school is like you ask before you try something, innit?
Yeah.
It's like, do you think this will work, miss? Do you get what I'm trying to say? But like at work, they expect you to try it. If it doesn't work, you think of the solution. You're not you're not asking for permission. We're so used to asking for permission. It's hard to grow out of it. Even man, I've been doing like the corporate thing for a couple of years, and I'm still like to take that incentive by yourself. It's difficult to be that kind of guy in it. I think.
No, fuck it. Even like next week, I'm meant to be presenting in it with like a partner. So obviously, I was asking like my supervisor, do you mind if I go in like book a room to that? It's like, yeah, like go in. Like, all right, cool.
Yeah, cool.
Like I know what you mean. I think I'm gonna get like to grips with it. So.
Yeah, you will. It's not easy. I don't lie, eh? Do you think you lot think you're ready? Not ready for kids, but like, alright, cool. What do you think needs to change before you feel like you can be ready to have a child?
Me and myself change.
Yeah. Or do you think it needs to happen and then you'll be ready?
No, go on.
I think I'm someone. I can't like that. God forbid that happens. I think I'm someone. It needs to shock me.
Okay.
Because I feel like I prepare myself too much for things. Like, you know, there's certain things where you can prepare, but it happens. You just whatever. I think I'm someone. It just needs to happen.
And
like,
then
I need to be with the guy and everything.
Yeah, of
I
course.
need to get pregnant. I think. No, why? Because I thought if I take too long to plan, I'll be like, maybe next
I'm
year.
not ready.
Not next
Finances.
year. It needs to come now. Then I'll just get into it. I think that's what I'm.
That's good.
But
That's
not
good.
now,
Yeah,
now.
not now. Of course, there's things that need to be in place for that.
Yeah.
I feel like with me, I already have a kid as well, by the way. But
Overall, congrats.
yeah, for real. Obviously, he's just turned 2 the other day. I feel like with girls, I feel like when they get pregnant, it's like I feel like you lot have been with the kid for like 9 months, innit? So as soon as it comes out, it's like
That's your baby.
That's
straight
your
away.
baby. Like, so I feel like with girls, in terms of kids, they naturally mature quicker. Like, especially when you have it at a young age, innit? With guys, obviously, as a guy, I'm still kind of like processing it. Like, obviously, it's taking me a while, innit? Because obviously, once you have it at a young age, you're not obviously ready, innit? You're not obviously ready. Like, so I'm still kind of like processing. I feel like it would have probably been better if I had it later on, but obviously now it's good that I obviously get like small things out of the way, so that by the time I get to like my older stage, I'm actually prepared to like cool. I knows what to do when for my next kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what
Very
I
interesting.
still.
That's very interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I think obviously what you were saying about obviously being stable relationship, and then you have finances there, but I think as well, I don't think you can really prepare for you, regardless of how old you are, because it's not something you've practiced. No one can teach you how to be a parent, bro.
It even goes back to what we were talking about earlier on about like our parents. Like, you don't like when it's there. It's like you don't.
And even like,
for it.
let's say someone did prep you, your child's gonna be different from every other you. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So you have
I'm
to.
not even telling my siblings. Let alone
Exactly. So
yeah,
no one can really prep you.
like perfect. Yeah, like out of all my siblings, I'm the most. Actually, no. Me and my sister, we were very like my parents weren't taught us to revise. We just study naturally. My little brother,
you have to be on
tell him, do your homework. But that's like, and that's not a bad thing. That's how he is.
Yeah.
Like, so the way they were with me and my sister, they can't do that with my little brother because
they
could have chilled. They'll be like, yeah, they're doing their work anyway, it's calm.
Yeah.
With him, or you doing your work. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, I feel like everything's different.
Yeah, you kind of have to like adapt to like
To
each child.
Exactly.
Each child is obviously
I heard
different.
what you were saying though with the 9 month thing because I feel like,
Good point.
huh?
It's a good point. So
No, do you know why? Because not even this. Maybe I'm taking this. I hear what you're saying, but I feel like one reason why the 9 month thing makes sense here is because like, I know it sounds dumb, but it's inside of me.
Yeah.
So it's like,
So it's
well, no matter how old I am, I'm now going to these big scans and stuff. Everything's becoming. Even if my boyfriend or husband's with me, it's like
It's
I'm
you,
feeling it.
yeah,
My body's changing. Like everything is mad.
I feel like with girls, it's like the fact that it's been inside of you 9 months, it's like it's natural. Like this kid is me. You know what I'm saying? Like you've been inside of me. This is me. On top of that as well, let's say, in terms of the father and the mother, obviously, let's say the kid is living with the mother as well by herself, innit? It's like more times he's probably
spending more time.
More time, yeah, exactly. Spending more time with the mother compared to the father. So of course, like the mother's gonna be more like with the child than the father. Do you get what I'm saying?
Interesting. So interesting.
How many kids do you want?
Ideally, I think I'd be alright with 2. I think 3 is my max though. I think I'd be alright with 2.
See me, yeah. Before it was 3, innit? But now that I have one, my max is 4. My max is 4 still, because obviously, like my max is 4, innit? But I can't lie. Ideally, I want 3 still. Ideally, I want 3.
What about you?
Honestly, I have 1, but that's so they can play with someone too.
2, yeah.
I'll be honest, innit?
Yeah,
However, if the first time I get pregnant is twins, that's it.
Finito.
Unless I do like a 10 years down the line.
I think I hear it.
Again.
I
feel like having twins the first time, I feel like as a parent, that is
it's double trouble.
game.
Yeah. Raising two kids at the same time is
different
it's a full time.
I don't think I could.
It's a full time.
Like one kid is doing something one side, and then the other one.
I just
see one TikTok. I see like a parent trying to change nappies at the same time. One kid, you put them down, one's rolling over.
Yeah. Long day. Kids, it's crazy. No, it's actually just mad, especially seeing them like grow up in it. And I feel like our parents must like still see us as babies. Do you get me? Because obviously, like, you came out of me and you were this this small in it. Yeah. And like, I can even picture with my sister, who I'm 13 years older in it. Yeah. So I used to go to butt my mum. I'd leave school, won't go home. I'll go to hospital and see my mum. Yeah. And then she's 9 now, telling me about, hey, what? Can you send me money? That like, wait, hold on a minute. Like, hold on a minute. Like, it's crazy. Like she's growing up, and it's a lot to me. It's a lot to me. I feel like the whole parenting thing is mad.
Yeah, it's true. Even I thought what you said, my little brother, because obviously I was in uni for most of the time. He was like having that stage, so I've come back, I'm like, raw, Donnie's my height, you got bass to your voice, I'm like, raw, where did this come from? Like, you're actually growing up.
It's crazy.
So when I see like snap memories, I'm like, raw, you see,
that's my little brother.
Oh my,
and now I'm like, raw, like, you know what I'm saying?
The same thing literally happened to me. Like, I've just finished uni, so I've been at uni for like 3 years, so my youngest sister just started sixth form the other day, but the other day it felt like I just she was in. You know what I'm saying? And I'm obviously looking at snap memories. Literally the other day I saw a snap memory of her just starting secondary school. So I was thinking like,
how are you in sixth form already?
How are you in sixth form already? Like, it's crazy.
Like, you have snap memories of her starting secondary school,
and now she's starting sixth form. Like, it's mad. It's crazy
nuts.
Still.
Nuts. And like, if my sister, like, because for her, she finished. Cool, go to she finished school. Wood is 25, innit?
Shout Woods, man.
No, she's 25, so like, it's true. Like, when you're looking like that, it's like, raw. I finished school this many years ago, and you're only like, perfect example. My brother's he's in year 10. I'm like, bro, you got GCSE soon. You're done school. I'm like, I'm about taking you to school. So I get what both of you are saying. Like, it's a lot. And again with the parents, I can only imagine like how our parents see us when we're growing and like to move out.
They must be so. Do you know what it is? They must be so like proud. You know,
yeah,
like,
they must be proud.
They're definitely proud. Obviously they don't, because they're so like, I don't know what it is about Africa, innit? But it's like they say everything in their head. Like, they won't really tell you that they're proud, innit?
I had like I had an issue with that for a very long time because they wouldn't like express it. But like, I'll be in the car. Let's say I'll be driving. And my dad will be on the phone. Yeah, like, it's Gbenga that's driving me now. Like, bro, hold on a minute. You're not even giving me my props, but
like, no accolades,
you get me? You're on the phone to your little brother in Africa. You're telling him, oh yeah, my son's doing this, my son's doing that. But you ain't even had that conversation with man. And he's just basically like, yeah, but like, I can't be showing you that all the time. Do you get me? I guess it works like, both ways.
No, with dads, it's just mad different because the way like my dad reacts to stuff compared to my mum, like in terms of like graduating from uni, passing my driver's test, my GCSEs, my mum will always celebrate that. But my dad, normal. He just think like, cool. Next step. Like, bro, what do you mean? Like, give me a accolades, bro. Give me a treat or something. Like, give me a reward, like, bro.
You're right, still.
It's crazy.
Maybe even a girl is different. Yeah. With my dad, anything that I've done,
he's so happy.
With my sister, he's like, because that's like his princess.
Yeah, like, his first baby.
When found us his baby, like when she passed his. When she passed her drive, he was over the moon. Like everything that we do, it's just like when she's got like a job, he's like, oh my god, Like with me,
dads and their girls, man.
But what's funny with me, I'm not like his princess. But with me, like did your dad use that phrase? My mentor, like my mom, my dad calls me his right hand, innit? So with me, it's like when they feel like, you're meant to do that. Like I told you to do that.
Oh yeah, I hear
so with me, he bakes me up, but it's like, and it's like that's what I think.
Yeah, normal, innit?
Like I don't get. Do you know what I mean? But I still get like.
Do you know what it is? Maybe I feel like it's probably something that they probably saw from young. You know,
they just knew.
Like they just knew, like, this is how you're gonna be. This is how you're gonna be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, it's true. I get you. I think as parents, when I have kids, I'm gonna try and make the like accomplishments more
a thing.
Known. Yeah, definitely.
Let them know.
Celebrate it.
So that can obviously, you doing that, I feel like will be better because it's kind of pushing them to do more.
But I also feel like, you know what you were saying about your dad saying next step. I feel like my dad's like that, innit? Yeah. He's not the one. We don't dwell on the wins now, innit? Do you get me? But I feel like that's made me want to be on the next step.
Yeah.
Do you get me?
You know what it is? But you know what it is? Obviously, that's for you personally. I feel like for other people, they might not see it as that. They might see it as, oh, bro,
what's the point?
What's the point? Do you get what I'm saying? He's not really congratulating me. Do you get what I'm saying? So
it depends on the child. It depends on the child. It depends on the child.
I think that's why I'm so like driven. I've always just
next step.
Yeah, next step. Yeah.
Even when I graduated, when I was like, "Are you gonna be a master?" I'm like, "Dad, chill."
It's literally one day.
That's maybe. Think about it. Education is a bit
the same
too
thing
much.
happened to me as well. I said, "Nah, masters is too much."
I was like, "Let's not.
Let's bake off.
Let's bake off a little bit."
Interesting. Oh God. So we'll run the podcast back in 10 years and see how we're handling parenthood.
No, literally. But you know what's funny? The other day, like before I wrap this up here, the other day, my sister was doing my friend's hair, Miles' hair. And I think I don't know what I was doing. And I was like, I can't imagine you being a mom, you know.
Swear down.
Yeah, just randomly. I don't know what I did. Maybe I don't know what I was doing. I was just like, I get why they will say that.
Do you know what it is? Like that point will get made like when you don't have the child, but it's like once they have the child, it's like it's different.
But my thing, I can see my sister having a kid.
Yeah.
Like, I can imagine her as a mom.
That's fair. That's fair.
I can't see myself right now.
I hear it still.
But again, like you lot said, when it happens, it happens.
You know, even though you see your sister being a parent, does she see herself as being a parent?
That's true.
She's 25, man.
Run that up.
Bro, my mom had her 24, I think.
Yeah.
So she used to get a move on. Like, no offense towards you watching this, but no offense.
At the end of the day, like I feel like no one's ever ready to have a kid.
Nah, it's true.
You know what I'm saying? No one's actually.
Even when I see parents that are like older, like late 30s having a kid, they still have the same
struggle.
Having a kid. So there's no actual. I'm saying there's no rule book for having a kid.
No, there's no rule book. Agreed, for sure.
And I also believe that what's good with a kid is having like people around.
Yeah, definitely.
Family,
being by yourself is. She just looks like it's a long day still. Long day.
Kudos to that, because I feel like you just need, even if it's not your blood family, this
like
family friends, your best friends.
Yeah.
And I've seen that a lot. Like a lot of let's say my friends who have had like kids young, like let's say 19, 20, 21, that kind of age. Yeah, I feel like our friends rally around them a lot. Do you get me? Which is good. It's important.
No, it's important.
It's important.
So before I end this, have you lot's thoughts changed about the initial question, or do you lot still stand?
Yeah,
I think my point's kind of changed.
Yeah, I think it's still like not a straight no. Mine's still not a straight no, innit? I'm still not a straight no on the sending the kids back home. But I definitely I've learned a little bit more in regards to it can look lazy. It shouldn't be your first point of call, for sure.
Yeah, I don't think it should be. I think it can be an option, not the first option.
Yeah, I feel like nah, I wouldn't really send them back home. But then again, it's like, because obviously originally my parents want to move back home, so it's like, if I want them to spend some time to probably get to know my parents a bit better, that's probably the only reason why. But in general, I see it as a no. The only way we'll probably move out of here, or the only way they will probably move away from this environment is if we all move together to somewhere else.
That's
you know
different.
What I'm saying?
Yeah, I think I would do that.
Yeah, that's it.
So would you lot would you lot raise your
elsewhere?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, you would?
I would.
Where'd you go?
Just not London.
Oh,
okay.
UK though.
Yeah, UK, yeah.
Okay, I could leave London. I could leave London for sure. I could leave London.
You think?
When I was in Kent, Kent to me is too slow.
But you have your family. You're only at one part of Kent. You're only at one part of Kent. Kent is a big place, you know.
Alright, cool. Canterbury.
Yeah, Canterbury.
Is too slow.
Yeah, Canterbury.
I'm used to if I need
yeah.
There's no Uber there, there's no boat there. Let's say the train times. Over here I've got underground, I've got everything. Over there there's if you missed that train, you're waiting half an hour, 40 minutes.
I feel you.
Even just I don't know.
Yeah, but also don't think of it as you're a student there. Think of it as you're a grown woman with your family and your car and do you get me? And you work over there.
Everything.
It'll be different.
It's definitely.
I will stay in London, but maybe the outskirts.
That's exactly
it's
what I was
Dartford out of London, but
London, Dartford is still that's what I was thinking. Dartford is still Kent, basically.
Yeah,
but
Dartford
it's just on the outskirts of London. I don't mind that because I
can get into London.
I can get into London quite quickly. Do you know what I'm saying?
Or down Mass. Do you know what's funny? People ban on Croydon a lot, but Croydon's a nice place to stay still. Not the rental part of Croydon. I'm talking about the Purleys, the Caldens, and then you want to go further down. That's somewhere nice to live still.
Yeah, that's calm as well. Still,
or like Bromley.
It's still kind of London, but it's like on the outskirts.
On the outskirts.
Of London, so.
If I was to leave the city,
Yeah.
I think I wouldn't mind Birmingham. You know, I need to go more, but from what I've seen about Birmingham, it looks alright. I've got friends from there.
I was thinking the same thing. Either Birmingham or Port. Like, I've been Manchester a few times, and it's actually it looks like a nice city, innit? Obviously, I haven't really gone around in it. I've only gone to like one place, but it looks quite decent, to be honest. I can't lie. But then again, it comes down to it's just far away from London. So you probably see me in London like once every like 6 months or 2 years or something like that. Do you get what I'm saying?
Where in Manchester do you go?
Old Trafford, innit? Went the other day when we beat Arsenal, innit?
You asked. You asked.
Yeah.
Here we go. Top of the league.
Chelsea. But I don't really watch football though.
Oh, Fez.
Well, I know he's top of the table.
Yeah, do you?
Yeah, we are.
For now.
Let's see for how long, innit? Let's see for how long.
For now.
How long, innit?
Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this week's episode. See you guys next week for the season finale.